What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Yins and Yous podcast. The divisional round in the book, and we are finally down to the Final Four in the NFL playoffs. We're breaking down the biggest results from the weekend, the wins that sent the teams to the conference championships, and the losses that reshaped expectations across the league. From there, we'll look ahead in the championship Sunday, previewing the matchups that will decide who's heading to the Super Bowl and what to watch on both sides of the ball. And while the playoffs roll on, offseason carousel is already spinning. Head coaching jobs are opening up, interviews are underway, and franchises across the league are making franchise-altering decisions. Playoff football and offseason chaos going on all at the same time. This is the Yins and Yous podcast. Let's get cracking.
Nathan, did you know that sloths can hold their breath for 40 minutes longer than dolphins?
I did not.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Yins and Yous. Our teams are still out, and football doesn't matter anymore, but we're still here reporting. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
L-I-V-I-N, I guess. I don't know. Just hanging out.
What's the point, man?
Just trying to learn how to survive. Well, my life's just still interesting. I got to figure out who's coaching my team next year.
I got to figure out who's OCing my team next year.
I feel like I got way bigger problems.
Let's start off with some small talk. We got to fill this time now. We've got so much less to talk about. What's going on? What's going on in your life?
Just trying to rank up in Rocket League. You know.
Yeah. We got to hit Diamond 3. If anybody has any cool tips, let us know.
Well, we're already Grand Champ, actually. So
well, you're right. Well, we have to lose our rank. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So silly.
Well, is that it? Is that all you got going on?
I don't know, man. I guess I've just been watching football. I mean, we got 2 weeks of football left.
I know, dude. It's almost over.
I'm not counting the Pro Bowl because
that doesn't count. That's not real football. And then I get to get the trophy for the Super Bowl.
Well, whatever.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be cool.
I mean,
at least I have something to look forward to.
Maybe you get it. I don't know.
What do you mean maybe? I get it.
The investigation's still going on.
I know where the owner of the trophy lives right now. I'll drive there. I'll get it somehow.
You haven't cleared. You haven't passed yet.
That doesn't matter. Do you want to go ahead and hit some sort of like recap or something for the week?
Yeah, just a very quick one. There was only 4 games this week.
Yeah.
So.
We were too upset to even do it last week.
I was way too upset. There was a lot going on last week, but there's still a lot going on this week. So we got some stuff to talk about at least.
Well, let's go ahead and start the music now.
Denver pulled off a dramatic overtime win, surviving a late comeback and ending Buffalo's season in heartbreaking fashion. Josh Allen went toe-to-toe with Bo Nix, throwing for multiple touchdowns and significant yardage, and rushed for key first downs late to keep the drives alive. The Broncos' defense, opportunistic all day, forced critical turnovers and ultimately set up the Will Lutz game-winning 23-yard field goal in overtime. This marked Denver's first playoff win since 2015 and continued a tough postseason arc for Buffalo, which has now lost the divisional and championship rounds in 6 straight seasons under Josh Allen and head coach Sean McDermott. Time to celebrate for Denver? No, of course not! Bo Nix on the second-to-last play of the game fractures his ankle and is out for the rest of the season. Broncos, unfortunately, win 33-30. Seattle absolutely dominated San Francisco from the opening snap to advance to the NFC Championship game. Sam Darnold, who now delivered his first career playoff win, helped Seattle secure a blowout and was efficient, hitting open receivers and managing turnover-free football. Kenneth Walker brutalized the 49ers with 116 yards of rushing and 3 scores, turning what was an expected to be competitive game into a dud by halftime. The Seahawks defense pressured and confused San Francisco all day, exploiting injuries and the miscues. The 49ers were missing key pieces and simply could not find any offensive rhythm. Seattle advances to host the NFC Championship, and the Seahawks will also have to adjust their game plan with Zach Charbonnet out for the season, tearing his ACL. Seahawks dominate 41-6. New England's defense was the star for this one, forcing 5 Houston turnovers and turning points into all of those drives. Ramondre Stevenson powered through the ground attack, while Drake May spread the ball efficiently, showing poise and limited mistakes in his MVP season. Patriots converted on key third downs to keep the Texans off balance. And on the other side, C.J. Stroud struggled all times, finishing with multiple interceptions under the heavy Patriots pressure. Houston's defense kept the game close early, but offensive mistakes sealed the fate. The Patriots are back in the AFC champion since Brady left, winning 28-16. And finally, Los Angeles survived a gritty, low-scoring divisional fight in Chicago, clinching their win in overtime with a walk-off kick. Matthew Stafford managed the offense, throwing for just under 260 yards while keeping the drives moving and protecting the ball in adverse weather conditions. Kyron Williams contributed to the ground and the receiving game, and the Rams' offense demonstrated timely execution throughout the night. Caleb Williams made big plays, including a late fourth-quarter touchdown to force overtime, but ultimately a key Bear turnover in overtime gave the Rams the opportunity that they needed. Rams advanced to the NFC Championship game in Seattle. This matchup pits the NFC's top seed defense, the Seahawks, and against the Rams offense that has been resilient all season, and the Rams survive 20-17 as we move on to the conference championship games.
2 more games, man. Two more
weeks, dude. 2 more weeks.
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy?
That is crazy. I can't believe we got here. So, okay, where do we want to start off? Because there's a lot of controversy that happened this week.
There's a lot of controversy.
There's a lot of
all
news.
happened the same day too, man. I mean, oh my god, do we just go and just talk about this defeated Bills team?
Let's talk about that because I've got a couple comments I want to make about the Bills.
Defeated. I mean, so bad. They lose in overtime. Another loss in the divisional round. Josh Allen seemingly can't make it to the Super Bowl.
That poor guy.
And it was so bad. He was crying the entire time in his post, and that's just so hard to watch.
It was rough.
And like other people in the locker room are crying, feeling bad for him. Everyone's just so upset. I mean, this is a broken Bills team.
It is even more broken now that they have gotten rid of their head coach.
Yeah, and then Sean McDermott goes onto the stands after the game and was like, "I'm here to defend Buffalo." And Buffalo did not defend him. They got rid of him the very next day. The very next day, they got rid of him.
It's such a terrible move on their part, in my personal opinion. I don't think that Sean McDermott is the problem in Buffalo.
Well, see, that brings in the question, and I wanted to bring this up. So I actually have here all of the 7 eliminations from Buffalo under Josh Allen's stint or career so far. And I want to kind of read through these, and I want to see where we kind of can put the blame. We'll go one by one. Starting in 2020, where the Buffalo Bills traveled to Houston, and where they lost to the Texans 22-19 in overtime of the wild card round. The Bills were up 13-0 at halftime. Josh Allen had 52% completion rating, and the Texans went on a heater second half, forced overtime, ultimately ending in a field goal win for the Texans, with Josh Allen had 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That was the first elimination in his career. You move on to the next year in 2021, where Buffalo lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 38-24 in the AFC Championship game. Just an absolute domination, just an absolute beatdown from the Chiefs. Josh Allen, 58% completion pass, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, was sacked 4 times. I mean, again, this was just never close.
Right.
And then Kansas City goes on to win Super Bowl.
That was also, that was the 2021 Kansas City Chiefs. That's
so I mean, best whatever. Next year, 2022, is 42-36 Kansas City in overtime of the divisional round. Another overtime loss for Josh Allen. This was the infamous 13 seconds where Mahomes went down the field in 13 seconds to force overtime, which ultimately gave Kansas City the ball first. They went down, they score.
Hate to say that was very impressive.
Very impressive. This same offseason, the NFL changes the overtime rules to give both teams possessions in offseason. So, that 13-second game changed the rules for Josh Allen and the Bills. The next year, 2023, this is the Bengals beat the Buffalo 27-10 in the divisional round. Josh Allen, 59% completion, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Just a beatdown. That was the Joe Burrow year where they went to the Super Bowl for the Bengals. So, I mean, just an absolute domination beatdown. Next year, 2024, I say it a lot, but I mean, it happens a lot. Kansas City wins 27-24 in the divisional round. It was 24-20 Buffalo at the end of the third quarter. Kansas City scored to go up 27-24 with 14 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Josh Allen just couldn't do anything in the entire fourth quarter.
Yep.
They don't score at all in the fourth quarter. They ended up losing 27-24. Next year, 2025, the Kansas City Chiefs win 32-29 in the AFC Conference Championship. It was 22-21 Buffalo at the end of the third quarter, and Kansas City scored 11 points in the fourth quarter to give Kansas City the win in the AFC Championship game at home over Josh Allen.
Yep.
And finally, in 2026, in the divisional round, the Denver Broncos win 33-30 in overtime, where there were 5 turnovers by the Bills. 4 of them were Josh Allen's with 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. One of those fumbles happened with 3 seconds left in the first half that ultimately gave the Broncos a field goal, which they won by 3.
Yeah. Okay. I there's a couple things I want to say. One, just being an obnoxious Eagles fan here, if this was Jalen Hurts, he would get fucking prosecuted.
Well, okay, so then who's going to start this conversation about Josh Allen? Does this conversation need to open? I'm not starting it. I don't want to be the one.
I'll start it.
I don't want to be the one.
This is a hard one because if you look at those past 7 years, they're playing such a dominating team every single like the Bills are good, obviously, and like you're always going to have competition, and it's hard to compare that, but they're losing to the best teams in the league at that point in time. And even Denver this year, they don't look great. They're not flashy, but they do enough to win. It's hard to put the blame solely on Allen, but I don't even necessarily put the blame on anybody.
I'm going to interrupt you really quickly, but then we'll get back on track. The Steelers just posted that they interviewed Mike McCarthy for that.
Oh, did they really?
That makes it kind of sick. We'll talk about that later, but continue.
Interesting. Oh, okay. So, as I am a Jalen Hurts defender, not that he has anything to do with the Bills, but I don't want to put the blame on the quarterback for the most part. Now, 5 interceptions in a game is rough. That's really rough, and
turnovers. That's bad.
Turnovers. Sorry, that's something that you kind of got to look at. Now that can also fall on like the O-line for maybe protection, and it's hard to exactly point a finger. But
seemed pretty reckless by Josh Allen.
Yes,
again, like he gave them the ball with 3 seconds left in the first half. Give him a free field goal because he's just running aimlessly, not protecting the football.
Well, I can tell you this: it's not Sean McDermott's fault. I don't think so.
It's very interesting because I asked you before we recorded if you saw the press conference from today from the Bills owner.
I did not.
And yeah, he just threw out some insane quotes today about
I'm excited to hear these.
What's been going on. So he's told everyone that the owner felt like that they hit a proverbial playoff wall where they just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
And this was crazy. He said that he fired Sean McDermott solely based off of the results of the Broncos game.
Yeah.
Which, like, in 5 turnovers, 4 of those are Josh Allen's, and you're going to fire Sean McDermott over that result?
No,
he also threw a ridiculous stray at Keon Coleman, by the way.
Really?
Yes. He's like, I'm going to address the Keon Coleman situation, basically say, like, I didn't want to draft him. The coaching staff was the one that wanted to draft him.
Okay.
Keon Coleman is still actively on the team.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, my God.
And then, so, like, of course, stuff has been going on about the Bills camp during the Combine, and, like, the owner's, like, hyping up Keon Coleman. He's like, I think really we can get him that. And, like, he's just caught, like, the most random-ass stray.
So, okay. If you don't mind, to go back on Josh Allen real quick, I want to talk about one of those turnovers because as much as the blame, I guess, does go on Allen, I want to put some blame on Vegas for the INT. Was that, near the end of the game or to end the game?
That was...
I'm trying to remember when it was.
It was at the end of the game.
Okay.
Was that in overtime? Oh, my God.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't remember. Okay. I have been very vocal online arguing with people about this on different comment sections. You can argue that it wasn't a football move. Sure. But his whole body is on the ground with possession of the ball when his right shoulder hits the ground, and then the Broncos get the ball.
Just the efficient, because then, so that happened in like the first evening game. The second game after that was LA and Bears.
Yes.
And crazy enough, the exact same thing happened with Devontae Adams, and they ruled it a catch with LA's ball.
Yep. As they should, in my opinion.
And something earlier in the season happened the first time we played Baltimore, the Steelers, where Aaron Rodgers threw up a ball and it got tipped back towards him, and he caught it, put his knees on the ground, and then the ball got ripped from his hands, and they called it a completion for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But like, it's just so it's crazy.
Now,
like,
my understanding,
same day.
My understanding is once your body hits the ground and you're touched by the opposing team, that's it.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know.
This BS with the football move and everything. Sure, he had the ball like this. He didn't tuck it. I guess you can argue that. But he has full possession of the ball. Goes down, right shoulder hits, right knee hits, whole body on the ground. Then Broncos scoop up the ball. That is at least not on Josh Allen. That's on the officiating.
Yeah, and then so like Sean McDermott brought that up in his press conference, his post game, and I agree with what he was saying. But so the Buffalo Bills ended up having to use a timeout after that, to get explanation because the officiating crew wouldn't go to like further review the play,
which
they
is
just
crazy.
Called it an interception and just moved on. And he was like, "Well, how are we not going to get an explanation for this? Or at least like look at it." And he even said he's like, "I haven't seen the film, so like I don't know if it's a catch or not, but like." How do we not even just go confirm that? Like
Exactly.
They just rolled an interception and then just went on the next play. And he's like, I didn't get an explanation or anything,
which is
like,
BS.
It's crazy.
If it's a game deciding play right there, that should always be reviewed.
Yeah,
unless
you can't challenge that. Like it's late. It's in overtime.
Unless everybody has money on the Bills and FanDuel needs to keep their bucks.
I don't know. I just thought it was crazy, and then. Yeah, so then the Broncos end up winning that game, and then just when it's time, it's the first playoff win for the Broncos since the Peyton Manning Super Bowl win. First time they've won a playoff game.
Yep.
Just when you think you can celebrate in Denver, post-game press conference, Sean Payton comes out and says, "Hey, Bo Nix fractured his ankle. He's out for the rest of the season."
Now, I want to talk on that too. We've seen it before. The backup QB.
Well, Nick Foles even tweeted about it.
Yes, he did.
And
yes, he
was
did.
like, "Good news, Patriots struggle against backup quarterbacks."
Well, okay, I'm going to put this out there. My thoughts on the Super Bowl, Seahawks, Broncos. Solely, if I'm looking at a script of this all, Pats have been great all year. Broncos have also been great. They're tied, but the Broncos are the underdog story. If you want a good story, it's going to be the Broncos. Seattle, they've been pretty quiet until recently. I think that this is a great underdog Super Bowl, period. That being said,
Jarrett Stidham is the backup quarterback, and he has not taken a snap since 2023, I believe.
Well, how long was it since How long was it since Foles took a snap when he went in? Well, okay, I mean, I guess he got a couple more games.
Yeah, he got because he ran through the playoffs and even like before that, right? Like
did
the
he
last
play
week or two.
I'm thinking he played a game before the playoffs.
I thought so. Yeah,
but I don't remember off the top of my head.
But yeah, this guy hasn't taken a snap since it's been a while.
That's rough. That's rough. That's rough.
But I mean, Sean Payton did go up to the press and it was like, "Hey, this is our guy now." He's been, I guess you could call a quote unquote franchise backup because
right.
He's been with the Broncos since 2023 and they've signed him continuous years. So
yeah. I mean,
seemingly, yeah. I mean,
they clearly
Payton,
have some sort of trust in him.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Payton made it very clear that like he trusts him and like he said this is a guy that can start for a handful of teams elsewhere. But like at the same time, you kind of have to say that going
of
into
course.
the AFC Championship game. But I mean, I don't
This is
know.
gonna did the Broncos play the Pats at all this year?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
It is going to be interesting.
Very interesting.
So, yeah, I mean, that goes up against the Pats, who played the Texans, and minus the 4 fumbles that Drake May had, I thought he did pretty good.
The Texans also looked like ass.
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud specifically looked like ass.
Again, this is exactly what I told you, and it was the same exact performance that they did against the Steelers.
Yep.
The Patriots were just able to capitalize on those turnovers.
Yep.
As opposed to why the Steelers couldn't.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely, that's a problem with the defense.
A double-digit win for the Patriots against what people were saying was the best defense in the NFL right now, or like one of them. So, yeah, I think that's huge credit for Drake May, and like now he's gonna go to the Denver Broncos, and he's gonna do this again. So
We'll see. I mean, but again, the Broncos all season have been doing just enough. So I am curious to see what they're gonna do against this Pats offense. That's a hard one. It's a real hard one.
It's a very, very hard one. I don't know. I don't even know what the spread is for that game. I'm very curious to see.
Oh yeah, pull that up.
Oh, I do want to pull that up, but I mean, even like the defense now, it's also of the Patriots. C.J. Stroud just looked like buns.
He did.
I mean, I talked a while ago. I was like, I didn't think the Patriots defense was like as good as they were rated. They looked pretty good.
They look great.
Yeah. I was like, well,
but again, that's also against like a Texans team that I feel like shouldn't even be here in the first place. So,
yeah. So, okay, the Broncos are 5.5-point underdogs at home.
Interesting. I really think, and this is going off of vibes alone, I really think the Broncos are going to win this. I don't necessarily. Okay.
It's going to be interesting.
I am rooting for Drake May because I think that he is a fantastic quarterback. I have nothing against the Patriots now that Bill Belichick is gone, Tom Brady's gone. Like, I don't really hate that team.
I can't say the same.
But I do not want them to get more Super Bowl rings than the Steelers. So I guess I'm rooting for the Broncos.
That I can say the same. But
yeah
I'll never forget old Tom. Jesse James caught that ball, by the way. So. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's going to be pretty. I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen crazy things happen before. I mean, no one thought that undefeated Patriots team was going to lose to Eli Manning. But
exactly. The script is written. I will tell you that the script
you got
is
the
written.
Script?
I don't. I wish I did, but again, look at this Bills game. I really think okay, but again, like Josh Allen played like dog shit, and I guess let's go back on this Josh Allen stuff because I'm just my brain's just going. I guess to finally answer that question, I guess the blame finally does go on Josh Allen, solely because yes, they have hit this wall of playoffs, and they just cannot win in a playoff game. I don't know why, but I would argue that it's the nerves of Josh Allen. I think he gets nervous when they get there. And that's not me, like, shitting on him. I get it. But
yeah, I mean, like, I've listed off how many times they've lost to the Chiefs in the playoffs. They've won. I think they're undefeated in the regular season against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
4-0 or 4-1, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a winning record in the regular season. They just can't do it in the playoffs. So, I mean, I don't know. I kind of get the firing of Sean McDermott only in the sense of like you've hit this wall.
Exactly. Yes.
You either get rid of Sean McDermott or you either get rid of Josh Allen.
And like you're not going to get rid of Josh Allen.
You'd be stupid to get rid of Josh Allen. Yeah.
Because Josh Allen in regular season is a fantastic quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. But to go back on my little Jalen Hurts rant, I have seen everybody say, "Oh, poor Josh Allen. I feel bad for the guy," which I do too. I mean, like, yeah, you saw him cry on the press conference. Like this is clearly an emotional game. But if Jalen Hurts had 5 turnovers, you would see the city of Philadelphia, and I'm calling him out. All of the Eagles fans would say, "Get him out of here," which is bullshit. And then you would see, obviously, the other Jalen Hurts haters just of any other team.
Oh, of course.
This is totally off topic. I saw a post on, I think it was Facebook. Somebody put up an AI image of Dak Prescott with like 6 Super Bowl ring or 5 Super Bowl rings, and Jalen Hurts with his mere 2, which only has the 1. 2, Dak doesn't have any. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's just me.
Facebook AI slot, man. It's, really
It's so crazy. But anyway, back on topic. I'm sorry.
Back on topic. Yeah, but to the point of feeling bad for Josh Allen, and people would say that differently about Jalen Hurts. People already say differently about Lamar Jackson, and the results are kind of the same.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just as far as like Lamar and the Ravens keep getting knocked out of the playoffs, and people like to blame it on Lamar, but like,
Yep.
Josh Allen has a bad game. They I'll just feel bad for him, and the Bills are not a good franchise. So
Exactly.
I'm not defending the Ravens. I think it's
right,
regardless.
But
I just I just see stuff that gets circulated online, and like
exactly.
yeah, I feel like it's the same thing. Like Ravens make it pretty far, or seated pretty high in the postseason, and then they just can't win to advance, and everyone's like, Lamar's just not a good quarterback. But like we're seeing the same thing with the Bills and Josh Allen, and everyone's supposed to feel bad for Josh Allen, and like how the Bills just don't build around him correctly.
Yeah, and that's really it. I mean,
and I understand that argument as well, but I'm like, it's kind of the same thing, guys. It's kind of.
But at that point, do you put the blame on your head coach or do you put it on your GM?
Well, both
for
of
not
those
building
coaches
around
got fired,
it. I mean,
so I guess.
Oh, did the GM go too?
Oh no, the GM did not.
Okay,
no,
okay.
Which is another problem, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not building around your star quarterback.
Yeah, they built very poorly around Josh Allen. So, but no, they're keeping the GM. They fired Sean McDermott.
But again, Sean McDermott in the regular season is doing everything he can.
People forget how bad the Bills were before.
Exactly.
They forget how bad they were.
So I mean, obviously it'll all depend on who they get, and I don't know if they've. I mean, have they been? I'm sure that they've been looking around.
There's a name or two that I've been seeing. It's still pretty fresh, but we'll get into that later with the coaching stuff. Yeah, just and really quickly before we get into that, let's touch on the NFC side a little bit.
Yeah.
And how just insanely good this Seattle Seahawks team is.
The Seahawks. Listen, I've been saying it for a while. The Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. I mean, this week will totally, obviously, be the determining factor. This is the only game that I'm kind of worried for them.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a really good game.
This will be a great game.
So I'm very excited for this. But yeah, the Seahawks starting out there, 41-6 over the 49ers. The game started with Rashid Shaheed housing the opening kickoff.
Amazing 100-yard, yeah. I mean,
you just knew right there.
Oh, as soon. And I, obviously, as an Eagles fan, seeing us get completely smoked by the 49ers the week before, loved it. I loved it.
It's also really good that the Steelers is not the largest blowout this postseason. That's a freaking win, bro.
41-6 is crazy.
And this defense is so good. I've seen something. I think they've given up like 16 points per game this entire season, which is the lowest since the 2013 Legion of Boom of Seattle Seahawks.
That is wild.
So this defense is really good. This game made me nervous because all week they're talking about Sam Darnold and his oblique injury that he has, and he didn't take reps the first two. Mm-hmm. But then you look at this and you're like, Sam Darnold only threw 17 passes the whole game, and heavily relied on the defense that did phenomenal.
Great
and
job.
Then Kenneth Walker had 3 touchdowns in a humongous
Kenneth
game.
Walker is one of the biggest sleeper running backs.
So league. But then if you're worried about Sam Darnold and how he performs in big games, I don't think he needs to for the Seahawks to win. He absolutely doesn't.
He just needs to do enough. I mean,
his stats are not very good, but I mean, the defense and not Kyron Williams, Kenneth Walker just ran away with it.
Yeah,
and it was just never close.
And that's why, I'm so split here because one, I want to be right and say that the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl, and to see Sam Darnold get a Super Bowl ring would be amazing. I mean, again, any Jets fan, I can't say that, never mind. Any Jets fan will be punching themselves seeing this.
Punching the Jets ownership, I think. I mean,
but
that's the thing. We see how good Sam Darnold is. I mean, we'll never know how good Zach Wilson is. He was behind the Jets.
Yep.
He's a backup, so who knows?
Poor guy. The Jets are just killer. They just kill you. That's it. That is it. Yeah. But, also, I've been kind of outspoken about this. If I had to pick another team on the NFC, it's the Rams. I like the Rams. I've always liked the Rams a little bit. But obviously now, Puka Nacua is the best player in the NFL. And I'm a huge fanboy.
I know.
So I would love to see him get that Super Bowl ring, but this would be a good game no matter what. Like I obviously don't have a hat in the ring, so
this NFC Championship, I'm very, very excited for. But I was really thinking Chicago was going to run away with that one. I mean, is it crazy for me to say that even though Caleb Williams had 3 interceptions, I thought he played a really good game?
No, he played a great game. He played a great game. I mean,
you just look at the box score, but he was so electric. And I was texting in our group chat right when it happened, but that it was fourth down. That touchdown that he had to force overtime.
Holy shit! He ran like 20 yards back.
He ran 20 yards backwards,
so
and like you think it's just a dead ball. I mean, I'm watching my dad, and we're both like, "Oh, what is he doing?"
Yep.
And then he launches it right in the Cole Clement
for a touchdown. Beautiful. That is the best touchdown that I've seen
in the bread
ever
basket.
In a postseason.
I could not believe it.
So good.
Believe it.
So good. No, and again, we say this like every week, but I apologize.
No,
he is a great quarterback.
I'm fully in on Caleb Williams.
I know, like I gave him so much shit, even like before we started this podcast or anything. So much shit for like, kind of having a big head when he first came into the league and doing the 5th year in college so that he could get more money and like the NIL, all that stuff. And I did not like him off of those reasons alone. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I'm eating my words because he is a fantastic quarterback. He just needed a coach that could figure him out.
And Ben Johnson is the man, dude.
He really is, man. He's like Midas. Everything he touches turns to gold.
I even was listening just a little snippet because he had his first postseason interview since being eliminated. And somebody asked him, he's like, "Hey, how do you like build off of this great success?" And he's like, "Well, hold on, stop you right there." Because we don't. We're right back.
You're there.
He's like, we're right back at square one, man. We was like, we got to start over and build up.
Yep.
I'm so into Ben Johnson.
He is a fantastic coach. I mean, like no matter who you're
could have had him last year makes me really sick.
Yeah.
Makes me want to throw up. Again, Bears called, said, "Hey, we'll trade you Tomlin." We said no.
Yeah.
And instead they got Ben Johnson, mistake. And we get I don't even know who.
Somebody. No, Ben Johnson's going to be with the Bears for a while. I think. I think so too. I don't see him going anywhere.
And I think that's like I've talked about it before, but I think like that offensive-minded coach with a young quarterback, if they both just stay there, I think that's going to help develop him really well.
Well,
as opposed to like you get a good offensive coordinator with a defensive coach, that offensive coordinator is just going to end up leaving, getting a new job.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You've seen it. You see all over the time. Yeah.
No, I mean. If Ben Johnson stays, which I don't see him going anywhere, like I just said, Caleb Williams is going to be the franchise guy for a while. They'll pay him whatever they need. They're
going to be really good.
Mm-hmm. So, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff. But yeah, I'm super excited for this NFC Championship game. I don't know who's going to come out of this. Like that's
like I said. I mean, like I'm a real believer in the Seahawks. This is kind of like that bet that you made about the Steelers going out in the wild card game at the beginning of the year. You know, I would love to see Sam Darnold take it all the way. I want to see the Seahawks go. I want to be right more than anything. But I'm not going to be upset if the Rams take it and, you know, Stafford gets another Super Bowl ring, Puka Nacua gets his first. I'd be happy. But this all around will just be a very exciting game.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
So, but then that even debates as well, is this NFC Championship game, is this like the Super Bowl of the season?
I think it might be, in
this
all
is
honesty.
Like these are two of the best teams in the league, in
well,
my opinion.
Yeah, you look at the AFC, you've got Pats, Broncos. That'll be a good game, but personally, the vibe I'm getting from the game, the feeling I have is it's not going to be a very high-scoring game, which doesn't make it a bad game, obviously, but I think it's going to be very defense-heavy. And we're going to see a lot of 4 or 3 and out, and you know that again, that's not a bad game, but it's not a great game to watch. Where this Seahawks Rams game, I think they're going to be firing on all cylinders. Like this is the game I want to watch. This
one's going to be fun. Yeah, I mean, you have like probably the best defense, definitely the best defense with the Seahawks, and one of the best offenses. With the Rams.
2 of the best wide receivers in the league.
That's also true. Yeah, Puka and JSN,
and arguably 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Like
probably,
you've got an MVP candidate and a possible, almost definite MVP for the Super Bowl. Either one. I mean, this is going to be good. This is going to be a great game. Great game.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. But that is it for the wildcard round. There's a couple other things I want to bring up, and we've seen some coaching moves be made.
Yep.
Other coaching candidates go up for grabs. Other seats available. I want to kind of shed some light on that. I get into the Steelers later, but I do want to talk because we just talked about the Bills. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out of this, but I did see a little report today that the Buffalo Bills have requested to interview Brian Daboll.
Really?
For the head coaching role.
Interesting.
The guy that developed Josh Allen as an offensive coordinator in Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's also just like a crazy move that if you go from the Giants to the Bills, head coach to head coach.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's crazy on paper. But I mean,
he doesn't really need to change his outfit, though. I mean, same color.
No, he's still in New York, still wearing blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was in the building before, and seemingly developed Josh Allen, turn him into what he is right now as the offensive coordinator for the Bills.
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of names out there, and a lot of names that I don't even know that they could be talking to if we're looking like college, moving up, and everything. But I think that might be one of your best options. I mean, if he's already familiar with the scheme, he's already familiar with your quarterback.
Yeah, it is interesting because I also saw today that Josh Allen is pissed that they got rid of Sean McDermott.
Really?
Yes.
Arguably, as he should be. I mean,
understandable, yeah. Because if you say you fire him for the results of the game, Josh Allen was obviously pretty upset because he knew he turned the ball over 4 times.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. I think that's just going to be interesting. So they got to bring somebody in that can help Josh Allen, and I feel like they have a pretty good relationship, Josh and Daboll.
Oh, I'm sure.
Again, the offensive coordinator there. So I don't know. That's just interesting because now seemingly this is the best spot that you want right now.
Right.
If you're looking for a head coaching job in the NFL.
Absolutely.
This is the number one destination place is in Buffalo.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. That's the only name I've seen so far. It's still really early. This just came out today. I haven't seen anything else since.
Right.
And then speaking with the Giants, they hired John Harbaugh.
Yes, they did. Harbaugh's not going to save him. No offense to Harbaugh, and I don't think that he's a terrible coach. No. I don't think he's great. I think that he is just as good as Tomlin. Mm-hmm. New York as a state just has this ability to ruin you. Or maybe not even New York as a state, but
New York as a city.
Yes.
Technically New Jersey because they're in.
I was going to say New Jersey has something about that area just ruins a coach. There is a curse on those teams, and he's not going to go anywhere with that. If I were him, I would have just left with a good legacy from the Ravens.
Yeah, but it seems like he was pretty eager to stay in the coaching seat. So he gets a young offense. And
absolutely,
more of a defensive special teams kind of guy. And
right.
The defense I thought was pretty solid for the Giants.
Honestly, even the offense wasn't bad for the Giants.
They just all stay healthy. Yeah.
Exactly, that's just it. I obviously they're a division rival. I don't like the Giants, but it was really fun to watch these new guys go in there and. They were putting their body on the line. They were doing some stupid stuff, but it was enough to kind of fire up that offense again and see some electricity. It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I can't deny it.
Yeah, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbu, Malik Neighbors, and then a pretty solid defense in my opinion. So I think this is, if you want any optimism out of it, I feel like this at least gives stability for the Giants.
Yeah.
It's just something that they haven't seen in a while.
How long do you think that Harbaugh is going to even stay around, though? He's an older coach. He's been around for a while.
Older. I don't know how old he is, but, seemingly that he was ready to hop right back in. It seems like he's got some pep left in his step.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh. Let's look how old he is. Take a guess.
52.
63.
Fuck.
So I don't know. I feel like that does at least give you some stability for a franchise that's been flipping coaches like crazy.
He's got a couple years, so
but I don't know. People will soon realize when this doesn't work that it's the problem with the GM, and then they'll fire the GM, and they'll be back to rebuilding again.
Yep, square one, right back to square one.
Yeah, good luck, New York, whatever. But another head coaching move that I think is interesting is Kevin Stefanski got hired for the Atlanta Falcons job.
Yes, yeah, old Browns coach.
Yeah, this one I thought was going to be pretty interesting because this one I talked about that it was impressive how bad their record was for how good this team was. Like, this is a pretty good defense, and then you have Bijan Robinson, who can be the best running back in the league. You have Kyle Pitts, Drake London's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So
on paper, these are all great players.
Yeah, on paper, this is a pretty good team. Wondering if this puts into contention for the South, probably because the South isn't very good.
Yeah.
I did see one thing a reporter put out that after Stefanski got hired, they was talking about Stefanski's previous stint with the Browns and how he, quote, said the failure of a dumpster fire for Baker Mayfield was. Baker Mayfield then re-quoted that and said something along the lines of, like, I'm still waiting on a text from him or whatever. I can't wait to see you twice a year now that we're in the same division.
Oh, shit.
Acting like the coach said that, but the coach didn't say it. It was a reporter, which I just thought was like Kevin Stefanski didn't say that. It was a reporter called Baker Mayfield a failure in Cleveland.
Baker's just he's got a hot head.
He does.
He gets angry and he plays better. So.
Ready. But yeah, I think that's interesting for the Falcons. I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback yet, especially with Kirk Cousins. They're still paying him a lot of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know what the status is on Michael Penix.
I was going to ask. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him.
Well, he was out the rest of the season, so I don't know if they try to tackle somebody in free agency, because I don't know. He didn't look
what's
great.
Any idea what their position is in the draft this year?
I can find that out super quickly. Maybe not very quickly.
I'll fill up the time.
The 12
that's all I got.
Picks are locked in. Wait a second. I think they actually have a very bad. I don't think they actually have a pick.
No way. Did they trade it?
I think they did. Oh no! Wait, I think I remember seeing about this. I don't think they have a lot of picks. Falcons 2026 draft picks. I actually don't think they have a lot of picks.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I guess you just ride with Big Kirko.
They have 5 picks
throughout the whole draft.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They don't have a first round. They have a second round pick, 1 3rd, 1 4th, 1 6th, 1 7. Oh,
well, hold on. Those 7th round QBs could be the guy. I mean,
Sure.
We've seen it before.
Sure. They traded their first round pick to LA. So LA's
LA's
pretty
gonna
good
have a
first
great
round pick. That's really shitty. Oh shoot. Oh no. Yeah, they have the LA now has the 13 pick from the Falcons.
Oof.
Oh man.
Oof.
Oh man, but I don't know. So that's kind of hard to rebuild off of.
Yeah. No, I mean,
and then Kyle Pitts becomes a free agent this year. So
does he really?
I mean, if they don't pick up his option,
right.
Which they haven't yet.
With,
so I don't know.
Okay, Kirko's not a bad QB.
No, because he came in the season and was like winning them games.
Yeah.
So
I think you just ride with him, I
eliminated,
guess.
But yeah.
He's still got some fire in him.
I don't know, but you can't really get rid of Michael Penix because you just got him.
Right.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But for an old Kirk Cousins to get rid of, but yeah, that's not good for if you're trying to rebuild in Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't think Atlanta's going to be a team that anybody worries about for a little bit.
Right.
I mean, they haven't been, but
no. But I mean, it's the South. No.
Who cares?
Who cares? Anyway, all right, let's move on. So the Eagles have still yet to name an offensive coordinator.
No OC.
What's going on
no
there?
OC. If we were to talk yesterday, I would have said that McDaniels is kind of the number one idea floating around there. He just went to the Chargers.
That's
so
awkward. Yeah, he's
out. I have seen a lot of talk, and obviously it's what you see online. Mm-hmm. Matt Nagy used to be with Andy Reid. Used to be OC with Andy Reid. He knows the scheme. He knows the Eagles. I think out of all of the names that are out there, he is probably the best option. We did see some talk about Brian Dable. Probably not, obviously. Cliff Kingsbury has been up there, which I don't like the idea of bringing in somebody from a rival team.
Right.
Which, I mean, it couldn't hurt us, but Joe Brady has also been an option from Bills, their old OC. And the other name that I've seen is, and I do not know how to pronounce this name, Nate Shalhaze from the Bills.
Yeah. From the Bills. Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, from the Rams.
It's like Shieldhouse, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I know that guy because he's a candidate for Steelers.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. The last name is perfect for the Yinzer accent. Steelhouse.
Steelhouse.
Steelhouse. I know who that is. Okay. Well, you can't have him. I want him. But I mean,
No, out of all of them, I want Matt Nagy.
Okay, I was just saying, to make you. I mean, like, I feel like Eagles got to pull the trigger on something soon. There's a lot of coaching jobs available right now.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot.
We do need to jump on somebody. I'm not too worried about it solely because I don't think anybody can be as bad as Kevin Patullo. It was awful. This offense looked so mismanaged this year.
There's one name I can think of that could probably be worse.
Who's that?
Banada is what his name rhymes with.
I don't think that he will ever have a job in the NFL again.
I don't even know what he's doing right now.
He's probably working on a farm or something.
I don't care.
But yeah, out of all of them, I mean, there's not a lot of news that's coming out of Philadelphia right now. Nothing really in the headlines besides what was Mike McDaniel and now Matt Nagy. So
I mean, is that a fault of Nick Sirianni? Is it a fault of the GM? Is it the fault of the ownership?
Okay, maybe I'm biased here. I don't think it's a fault on anybody yet. I think that we're really weighing our options here. And I'm hoping to God that we're weighing our options so that we can actually keep somebody for a little bit. The past, 6 years, 5 years, give or take, different coordinator every single season. So I do not mind us taking our time and looking around, window shopping a little bit so that maybe we can actually hold on to somebody. Even if they last 2 years, I'll be happy.
Just makes you nervous how many spots are open. So.
I'm not nervous. I have full trust in Howie Roseman, which, if you look at my Twitter from 5 years ago, I did not, but he's changed my mind. I have full trust in Howie Roseman. Maybe it's a hot take. I still trust Nick Sirianni. I think that this is going to be fine. We have the numbers to, well, granted, I don't know who we're going to lose in the offseason this year, but the team is good. The team is fine. I'm not worried about it. Like you mentioned last episode, we have a tendency to lose in the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl. Lose in the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl. Guess what? We just lost in the playoffs.
You banking on it?
I kind of am, man. History has a tendency to repeat itself.
Be careful, because I think I said the same thing about some coach coaching on Monday nights a few weeks ago. So just be careful.
I'm not sweating it, man. You know, I gotta say, I have spent the past 6 months, 9 months sweating football, sweating fantasy. We're out. Football is over for me for the most part. I'm content. I'm happy, and I trust my team. Trust my team.
All right. Okay. Well, the final coaching candidate I need to talk about, or the vacancy, I guess I would say. The Pittsburgh Steelers are still looking for a head coach, man, and some candidates are out there, and I got some names I like, I got some names I don't like, and the names I like are falling, and the names I don't like are rising.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I want to start out. My favorite, I think a lot of fan favorites out there, is Chris Shula. He's defensive coordinator from the Rams.
Yep.
Young guy, 39 years old, defensive coordinator. I think he fits the Pittsburgh thing very well. That's why I'm kind of really hoping that the Rams lose this week. Because the sooner that happens, the quicker we can get Chris Shula on board. Mm-hmm. A lot of the fans like him. I mean, this is a Sean McVay coaching tree, which those turn out pretty well.
Absolutely.
If you look at his coaching tree, he's got a pretty good coaching tree.
Absolutely.
Even that or Shanahan as well. But I really like Chris Shula. Seems like a lot of Steel Nation is really big on Chris Shula. They brought him in for an interview once. Still waiting on that second interview because, again, I need the Rams to get out of the playoffs. Another reason I was really cheering for the Bears because I wanted the Rams to lose. So I was like, all right, let's hire Chris Shula this week. No, still not doing it, but he's a big one. Another big reason I want him is because the passing game coordinator that you mentioned, Steelhouse, Nate Steelhouse, there's talk. He came in to the office as well.
For head coaching position?
Well, no, but with the idea that we hire Chris Shula from the Rams as defensive coordinator.
Okay.
And then hire Steelhouse as his offensive coordinator.
Now, the only thing that I have against, how do you say it? Steelhouse?
Steelhouse?
Yeah.
Haas? That's how
Haas. Yeah, Steelhouse. Yeah. He's never really made play calls before. I mean, he's a passing coach.
He draws the plays, so like
yeah.
He draws the plays for Sean McVay and
right
Matt Stafford and all those little routes. I watched a video on him, and it's just he just sits in a room and just draws plays. He just draws passing plays, and he goes over with Sean McVay. So I don't know. I feel like that's pretty. If they're already working together in the Rams,
that helps. Over.
Yeah. I think that's going to help a lot with that with like their chemistry as employees and working together. And yeah, I know like Steelhouse is looking around for bigger offensive coordinator roles, or even like he's been interviewing for head coaching roles elsewhere.
Right.
So like I think he's going to be not a really big sought after name, but people are definitely looking at him just kind of based off of his creativity in the offense that looks at. So I don't know. I think the leading favorite right now is Chris Shula. Another guy that we've mentioned, and even I mentioned before, is Brian Flores, who again has been in the building before, but Tomlin chose this guy over him, which is crazy. It's even more crazy that this guy still has a job.
I know.
We live in a world where this guy is employed and Mike Tomlin is gone, and Danny Smith, our special team coordinator, is gone.
Oh, is he?
The 73-year-old man that just chews bubblegum all the time.
No. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that he left.
He got the special teams coordinator job for Tampa Bay, so he is going to retire in Florida.
Okay. Hey, I mean, more power to him, I guess.
Yeah, but that stinks. So we need to find a new special teams coordinator that can chew a wad of gum.
Yep.
And
nobody can chew a wad of gum like him.
Be pretty all right. So, but again, Brian Flores, that's a guy who he's been in 2 interviews now for the coaching role. This one is seemingly starting to lose the favorite as the head coach, just because one elsewhere. But I kind of thought he would be one, just as someone that's been in the building before. And a lot of people are saying maybe we'll keep him as a defensive coordinator. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
I just it seems like he's looking for head coaching jobs. I don't know if he's going to lead the Vikings for old Steelers defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Those are my 2 favorites. But mentioned at the beginning of the show, what is seemingly he's creeping up to be the next favorite is Mike McCarthy.
I don't hate that.
I do. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Yes.
Hold on. Explain.
Same thing as Tomlin. Like we're not getting, and this is no longevity that we're getting. I think the only thing about this, I understand bringing in the interview because he's from Pittsburgh and he's also worked with the GM Omar before.
Right.
So I can understand honoring that with an interview.
And that's kind of why I like it because he's worked with him before. But
if you're looking for longevity here, like this isn't going to get you that. And I feel like another reason with it is it seems like the Steelers want Aaron Rodgers to stay for another year.
Really?
Yes. Which again, I'm not really opposed to.
No, I don't like that.
I liked Rodgers.
Unless they have him stay and they let what's his name? I can't think of his name. Your backup QB.
Howard.
Will Howard.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. What's gonna? Yeah, you just bring him up for one more year. They want to keep him for one more year, but I feel like the Mike McCarthy hire would make Rodgers want to stay because it doesn't seem like he would. But I'd rather go young. Like if you're looking at seemingly like a new evolved NFL league,
right? With
how things are. Yeah, what are you going to do? Bring in an old head? Like in all respect to Mike McCarthy, he was a good coach back in the day. Like won a Super Bowl with Rodgers, but like this is an ever growing, ever evolving league that we're seeing. We're seeing like the creativities of different coordinating roles across the league.
Well, okay, so
like you got to jump on that if you want to evolve instead of being stuck in the past like we have been.
Do you think that they hire him for a year with Rodgers? I mean, just bring him in for that one more season?
That'd be really stupid if they
It
did.
would be, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
I'd be a little surprised because that's, again, mind you, we're searching for our 4th coach since the 60s.
yeah. No, I will say it's very off kilter for the Steelers to do something like that.
I don't know. The only thing that's kind of giving me faith in this is that Steelers inside reporter Mark Caboli is the one that said that this guy is becoming a favorite for the head coaching role, and he's typically wrong about a lot of things. So that's giving me a little hope that maybe they don't hire him. But yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I just think that, for how evolving this league is getting, and we're seeing different things. Like, I just don't think it makes sense to just hire an old coach that was really good in that time. Like, I think we got to get a new, younger guy in here. And I
think
that's why a lot of people like Shula from the Rams.
Yeah. I think your best case scenario is you get Shula and I still can't remember. Steelhouse, yeah.
Steelhouse.
But
I don't know. Steelhouse, man, what a name. I mean, that just fits Pittsburgh too. So
yeah, it does. No, it does.
I don't know. So they started the second round of interviews. Like I said, Brian Flores has got his second interview. They interviewed Mike McCarthy today as well. Just root that Sam Darnold goes off and knocks the Rams out of the playoffs, so we can get the ball rolling on Shula here. So.
Yeah. It'll definitely be interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, those are the 3 big names that I'm seeing. Again, like Mike McCarthy's coming out today, so he's a bigger name that's evolving. But Shula and Flores have been kind of lingering around since Tomlin left.
Right.
I mean, it's been a week, so it feels like a lot of time.
It feels like it's been a while, yeah.
But yeah, those are the big 3. I would be shocked, I think, if they hired an ex-head coach. It's very, like, if you look at how we hired Tomlin, how we hired Cowher, same thing. It was guys coming from coordinator positions looking for their first chance, upcoming guys at that time.
Right.
I think that's what we do here. That's kind of what the Rooneys were doing. That's kind of what Art Rooney was hinting at in his post.
Right, yeah.
Presser.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't know. It'll be interesting, I guess. Like I said, I'm not going to be like super pissed, but I'd be a little disappointed if we pass on some of these young guys that seemingly have a pretty good future in coaching for Mike McCarthy.
No, I do think best case scenario is you get somebody young, you get somebody like you said who is looking for up and coming. But I don't know. Hopefully, we'll have some more news next week.
Yeah, hopefully. So, cross your fingers. Chris Shula, head coach. Nate Steelhaas, offensive coordinator. Steelers Super Bowl 2026-2027 season.
Ooh. You're feeling soupy already?
No, I'm not. I don't even know what our team's going to look like, bro. I saw the schedule of opponents today as well, and I was like, this really could be.
Hey, we get to play each other, though.
We do. We play a lot of other people, and I'm like, man, this really could be 6-11. But I just don't know what our team's going to look like, too, because then I've been seeing a lot of stuff. There's, like, reports coming out with Tomlin and how he left and how everyone felt. Mm-hmm. And I've told you, I still think we're going to see Cam Hayward retire here pretty soon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke about TJ either retiring or requesting a trade because he was very big that I guess. So there was a report that came out last week that was basically just talking about the emotion that happened inside the locker room when Tomlin announced that he was leaving. Mm-hmm. That report mentioned how, like, in disbelief TJ Watt was and made a comment that he only wants to play for Tomlin.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird.
That's a little weird.
It is weird. So I don't know. I've just been seeing a lot of smoke on that. So I don't know what the hate case is for TJ. I have no idea.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, our roster's really good right now. But I'm like, yeah, that could actually
I think
drastically.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to be in for a rebuild for the next year.
We're going to go 9-8. Come on. Come on.
Standard's the standard. But
come on.
With that, I think that'll do it for this episode. How you feeling?
Quick, give me your picks for the championship winners. Who's going to the Super Bowl, Ben?
I've told you, dude. It's going to be Broncos and Seahawks.
Okay.
I really think.
Right.
I really think. I don't. Attitude. It's not necessarily what I want. Attitude. All right. We're ending the episode. We're done. But
I told you.
What about you? What do you think?
I told you.
Shut up.
Tell you.
Yeah, you didn't.
I'm going to root for the Rams again to lose so that we can get Shula that ball rolling. So give me the Seahawks going to. Give me the Seahawks Patriots. Give me that rematch. Give me a Super Bowl rematch here. I mean, let's go.
I like it.
Patriots Seahawks. I'll root for the exact opposite of what you're going for.
I like it. But all right, everybody. With that, that'll do it for this episode. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, TikTok. Instagram? Did I say Instagram?
I can't remember if you started with it or not.
I may have. I think I started with TikTok. It doesn't matter. Follow us on there. Give us some love, because we're done. We're out of the contention. Like, I'm amazed that we got an hour out of this.
My panic for the next season already, and it's January. And I'm already worried about next season.
Well, until then, stay loud, stay proud. We'll see you on game day.
Shieldhouse!